Welcome to Horn Africa Insight, your tri-weekly dive into the Horn's biggest stories. Today, we're unpacking 5 latest updates from east of Africa. Tanzania and Burundi's $2 billion railway, Japan's trade push with Kenya, Eritrea's youth revolution, Turkey's bold Somalia stance, and Ethiopia's AI-powered financial crackdown. The Horn's making waves. Subscribe, and let's dive into the stories. Tanzania and Burundi launched a $2.15 billion standard gauge railway, linking Uvinza in Tanzania to Musongati in Burundi. Presidents Evariste Ndayishimiye and Kassim Majaliwa laid the foundation, marking East Africa's first cross-border SGR. Spanning 282 kilometers, it'll slash delivery times from Dar es Salaam to Bujumbura from over a week to 1 day. Tanzania's recent pledge, announced August 6th at the UN conference in Turkmenistan, to open Dar es Salaam's port to landlocked neighbors like Uganda, Rwanda, Zambia, Malawi, and the DRC, boosts this project's impact. The railway strengthens the Central Corridor's role as a trade lifeline, handling 80% of regional cargo. Funded partly by the African Development Bank, the railway supports Burundi's vision 2040 to 2060 by boosting exports of nickel, lithium, and cobalt, critical for global battery markets. Built by China Railways, it spans 2 phases, 180 kilometers to Malagarasi in Tanzania, then 102 kilometers to Musongati, with plans to extend to the DRC. This aligns with Tanzania's goal to enhance port efficiency and adopt one-stop border posts, easing trade for landlocked nations. The project promises job creation, with 10,000 workers already employed, and could transform regional economies by connecting Rwanda, Uganda, and Zambia to global markets via Dar es Salaam. Will this railway and port access reshape East Africa's trade landscape? Share your thoughts. Kenya's poised for a trade boom. At the Tokyo International Conference on African Development, August 20 to 22 in Yokohama, Japan announced plans for a free trade agreement with the East African community, prioritizing Kenya. Kenya's Mombasa port and SGR position it as a logistics hub for Uganda, Rwanda, and South Sudan. The FTA aims to cut tariffs, streamline customs, and fund infrastructure, boosting Japan's auto exports and Kenya's markets. Nigeria and Ghana are also in talks, but Kenya's strategic role shines. With Africa's 3.9% growth per the African Development Bank, this could unlock billions. Can Kenya lead Africa's trade boom? Comment below. Eritrea's youth are unstoppable. On International Youth Day, August 12th, 600 students in Tessane's summer work program planted trees and led community projects, guided by the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students. In Mendefera, 900 students planted 28,000 seedlings and built 27 kilometers of terraces to combat soil erosion, protecting farmlands and boosting harvests. These initiatives, rooted in Eritrea's 1994 National Charter, nurture skills in agriculture and climate resilience, empowering young Eritreans to sustain their communities. The Charter's vision of self-reliance drives youth to innovate, from designing low-cost medical tools and health to engineering water systems for rural areas. Young Eritreans teach in remote villages, expanding literacy and education access, strengthening the nation's foundation. Their efforts echo the resilience of Eritrea's independent struggle, inspiring a generation to take charge of their future. In Tessane, youth-led projects like community cleanups and tree planting foster unity and environmental stewardship, while Mendefera's terracing efforts preserve soil for future generations. These young leaders are transforming Eritrea by blending tradition with innovation, ensuring food security and sustainable growth. Their passion for nation building, drawn from the sacrifices of past generations, fuels projects that tackle climate challenges and improve rural livelihoods. From classrooms to fields, Eritrea's youth are shaping a resilient future, carrying forward the spirit of independence. Will their efforts unlock Eritrea's potential? Let us know. Turkey's doubling down on a unified Somalia, but it's sparking tensions. In Mogadishu, Turkey's ambassador met Sultan Abubakar Wabar, a Somaliland elder, to discuss Awdal's stability. Somalia's defense minister, Ahmed Moalim Fichi, hailed the talks, hinting at development projects in Awdal, a western Somaliland region where elites seek closer ties with Mogadishu. Somaliland's foreign minister, Abdirahman Dahir Aden, called it unacceptable interference, demanding answers. Turkey, a key Somalia ally, has mediated Mogadishu-Hargeisa talks but firmly supports one Somalia. Somalia opposes Somaliland recognition, citing territorial integrity, while Turkey's reconciled Somalia and Ethiopia over 2024 MOU agreement between Ethiopia and Somaliland. The meeting, brokered by Turkey, focused on Awdal's security and economic potential, with Somalia eyeing infrastructure investments. Somaliland's statement condemned the move as a threat to its sovereignty, claiming it risks regional stability. Turkey's $1 billion aid to Somalia, including hospitals and schools, underscores its commitment to unity. No country recognizes Somaliland, and Ethiopia's recent overtures were rebuffed. Will Turkey's stance shift the Horn's balance? Share your view. Ethiopia's central bank is harnessing AI to fight financial crime. The National Bank of Ethiopia, led by Governor Mamo Mihretu, is using AI tools to detect suspicious transactions and curb illicit flows, targeting money laundering and fraud. Announced at a Kifia MasterCard forum in Addis Ababa, the tech analyzes data to verify identities and tailor services for unbanked communities, boosting inclusion for 60% of Ethiopia's population. Last week, 138 accounts were frozen for suspicious activity. The AI system, deployed recently, monitors transactions between banks and fintech firms, enhancing financial integrity. Mamo emphasized responsible technology use, fostering collaboration between banks and IT providers. The initiative supports Ethiopia's Digital 2025 strategy, aiming to formalize the economy and attract foreign investment. Challenges like limited internet access, affecting 80% of rural areas, persist. But AI could transform Ethiopia's financial sector, potentially increasing GDP by 1.5% per economic projections. Can AI reshape Ethiopia's economy? Tell us below. That's Horn Africa Insight for today. From railways to trade deals, youth power to Somalia's unity, and AI-powered finance, the Horn's on fire. Catch our shorts on Tanzania's SGR, Kenya's trade win, and Turkey's Somalia move. Subscribe, hit the bell, and comment. What's the Horn's biggest story? Follow us on X for updates. See you Friday. Horn Africa Insight.